Hello friends, this is Growl. We got huge news. I'm a little excited. I know a lot of people are going to be upset about this, but I'm excited. So let me take my cat out of the way. We're doing this impromptu as soon as it was announced. To the WoW community, I wanted to let you know that we're delaying the release of Shadowlands to later this year, and while we're still in the process of determining the right new date to launch, we felt it was important to let you know about this change in plans as soon as we could. This was an incredibly difficult decision for the team, as we're eager to get the expansion into your hands as you are to play it, but ultimately we feel it's the right decision for the game and our players. Yes, please. The expansion could be good. I know. I'm sorry if I'm tilting people. I'm sorry if I'm tilting you if you are excited for the game and you want to play it, but I'm just happy that they made that. This was a very hard decision to make, and this means this is not good for their bottom line, and this is good for the quality of the game. So just understand where I'm coming from here. Over the past several months of testing, we've made significant progress iterating on and polishing the core features of gameplay in Shadowlands. We're at a point where the zones, campaign, level up questing experience, and the story we have to tell are essentially ready to share. We're excited by the covenants at the heart of the expansion, and it's been a thrill to see Torghast take shape into a fun new kind of WoW experience, thanks in no small part to your input. However, as everything started coming together and we've been listening to and building upon your feedback, it's become clear we need a little bit more time for additional polish to balance and iterate on some interlocking pieces, particularly those related to the endgame. Shadowlands is one of the most intricate expansions we've yet created, and while we've made great progress, the challenge of tuning in the endgame was compounded by the team having to work from home. Yeah, I completely agree. I think the zones look great. The leveling is a little buggy, but I believe they could get it out in time for release. However, in terms of balance, in terms of covenants, in terms of classes, in terms of the dungeons, I'm like, man, this needs some work. This needs some work. And I'm really, really glad that they made this decision. Blizzard has a commitment to quality. We believe Shadowlands will be something special, and we've heard from many of you who feel the same. We need this extra time to ensure that Shadowlands lives up to its full potential. Great news. I'm excited. You know, there was lots of, you can't call it clickbait anymore. In my head, I called it clickbait. All the videos saying Shadowlands wasn't ready for release, but shout out to Bellular and Preach and all the guys who said it, because they were right. It was true. They are delaying the expansion release. Hopefully we still get it before the end of the year. Although I think it's either going to be a very short delay, like less than a month, or it's going to be a very long delay, because I don't think they have this thing about releasing stuff in the middle of holidays, and I don't think they're going to want to release it during Christmas season. So based off of this next announcement, which we'll get to, I think it might be just a very short delay, about a month. But to continue, in the meantime, we're excited to announce that beginning October 13th, we will be releasing the Shadowlands pre-patch, which lays a lot of the groundwork for the expansion and includes our revamped character leveling, new experience on Exile's Reach, and a host of new character customization options. As we get closer to Shadowlands release, you'll be called upon to defend Azeroth against the resurgence of the Scourge during our pre-launch event. So they have announced pre-patch is October 13th. So chances are it's not going to be a 2-month pre-patch, guys. It's going to be about a month, and we expect release to be somewhere between mid and late November, if I would have to guess. Which is, it's going to be a little messy for the raid, right? Because the raid is going to be coming out in the middle of December. It's going to be coming out during Christmas season. I don't know how it's going to play out, personally. I don't know how it's going to play out. Although I'm happy that they made this decision. This is a hard one to make. This is a really hard one to make. A lot of people have been hard on Blizzard, maybe rightfully so, but this was a decision. This was not an easy decision to make, to delay a release like this. You know, I'm sure there'll be some skeptics that say, oh, you know, they did it for whatever hype or clickbait, but this is definitely not good for their bottom line, and this was a hard decision to make, and I'm happy to see it continue and get more polish. I laughed, and a lot of people asked me if I thought Shadowlands was ready for release, and I basically said, look, like, what games are ready for release now? Like, it's 2020. Games are just put out live during beta and alpha and pre-release or whatever testing, and then you fix it as the game's already live. So I love to see this. This is a great announcement. I had another video planned today, but as soon as I saw this, I'm just like, bam, we got to talk about this. Okay. Wow, that was crazy. Crazy times. So there was a big balance update too that was going on, but I guess we're not talking about that. Here we can check out our character real quick while we mull this over. So I'm doing the Maw quest line for the 50th time to do my Soulbind Covenants, because they wiped the beta again, and you need to do 2 hours of questing before you test any of this. So yeah, I'm really excited for both pre-patch and for the game being delayed. I think as tilting as it may be, I don't think it's gonna be a long delay, guys. I don't think it's gonna be like, oh, they're gonna do it in February 2021. I mean, it's possible, but I just don't think. Like, I think it's gonna be about a month. I think we're still gonna get our hands on the game before Christmas. I think we're still gonna be playing. They might do similar to what they did with the Battle for Desire Lore release, where they released the game like right before, like during Christmas, that like for the leveling, and then the raid comes out after the holidays, like after New Year's. That seems like the most likely schedule now. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say, I guess. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting to see that they made this big decision. There was a lot of people waiting for the pre-patch date. Every day people were like, man, when could this pre-patch happen? Like, this will be the shortest pre-patch in the history of WoW. The fact that they... Hello, can I open this? Oh, I have to target it. Sorry. So, again, I'll have a link to the pre-patch video as well as this Blizzard, the blue post in the description of this video if you want to check it out yourself. If you're afraid that it isn't real. Someone linked it to me and I'm literally like, this is fake. This is not real. There's no way they delayed it. And then they're like, no, this is a blue post. This is real. So crazy. Crazy stuff. So speaking of endgame content, this is the Maw. This is where you do your endgame questing, where you'll end up having to do your world quests. And I think this is by far one of the most unpolished areas. And this is something that's going to affect everybody. Like, so one thing, you cannot mount in here. There are rumors that certain mounts work, but like, look at this. Like, look at this area. I'm a priest. While I do questing in this area, I'm literally just spamming power word shield on myself. I'm spamming power word shield to move around. I can't mount. I can't do anything. And like, there's no mobs. Like, look at this. There's absolute, like, I'm just, look at this huge map and I'm just running 1 inch at a time. It's like I'm playing classic WoW. I'm just running from city to city. I guess some people might like that, I guess. Oh well, this is terrible content, doing quests in the Maw. So I think I'm just going to cut the video here. You guys got what you needed to. Thanks for watching. I will, I guess we'll push the beta update video with all the new patch stuff tomorrow, since this sort of came out, so I wanted to get this out there. So anyway, have a good one, guys. Happy keying. Actually, wait. What do you think the release date is? Since they haven't announced the release date, what do you guys think the release date is for Shadowlands now? I'm going to guess like mid-November. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Am I wrong or am I right there with mid-November? Anyway, happy keying, friends.